All right, now we're ready for Wombat's multi-platforming and Overwatch Onslaught and news and stuff. Has everybody been enjoying the Chinese New Year event?
Huh?
Crickets.
You're still talking about that in the Overwatch?
I don't know. It's good.
I'm too busy playing Skyrim.
Okay, it's fun. I've been playing Capture the Flag. It's a lot of fun. And speaking of Overwatch, we've got some loot box news. This is actually, I think, pretty significant, actually. So a U.S. senator named Maggie Hassan from New Hampshire has sent an open letter to the ESRB, and she is urging it to review the completeness of the board's ratings, processes, and policies as they relate to loot boxes, and to take into account the potential harm these types of microtransactions may have on children. Because if you remember, the ESRB came out and said that they would not be doing anything to note a game has loot boxes or anything of that. So now a U.S. senator has come forward and contacted the ESRB. ESRB works for the game publishers. So they're basically asking the game publishers to take a look at this. Now, the one thing that the game publishers don't want is to have like a congressional hearing or really anybody talking about this at all. So I actually think something's going to come from this.
I don't see why it wouldn't, because I see it similarly to like if you're looking at something on the Apple App Store,
mm-hmm.
and it tells you like this game has in-app purchases.
Well, so do games on the Xbox when you buy them digitally.
Right, but it wouldn't be that far-fetched to just say this game like has loot boxes. Like,
yeah.
I don't even think they're going to...
Random chance paid.
They're not going to do that.
Content.
Here's what's going to happen. They don't want loot boxes to appear on the box at all. But they will concede like what the mobile space has already done and say, mark the boxes that say they have, what do they call
it?
In-game purchase or something. Yeah. They'll come up with a term that sounds pretty innocuous if it's not one that's already used. It's not going to mention loot boxes, but it'll mention that additional money can be spent or in some way, because the last thing that the game industry wants is the government talking about loot boxes. It's
but it's a really good distraction right now. Like, I can see the government like, what? You think this is a problem?
Oh, sure,
what about these loot boxes in games? That's a problem.
But I'm saying that the publishers...
And then they get to dominate the news cycle.
Yeah, but the publishers won't let it get to that, because the publishers... It's too important. It's too much. There's too much money at stake here. They don't want anything to stand in the way of in-game purchases.
Really, I would like it to be on the boxes, where I could look at it and go, oh, okay, this game's going to have these. Let me go look up and see what that entails for this game.
It's not unreasonable. It should be there already. As you say, it's already on app stores online. So why not just put it on the box? You know, this way the ESRB looks like they're doing something. It gets at least it gets this one. The problem is this is just one senator. So yeah, maybe it'll get this senator off their back. But I don't know. Maybe it'll do more than that. But at the very least, that's something that should be happening, regardless of whether a senator asked for it or not.